Well, last video I took was me finishing up planting these things. So, welcome back. Today's June 22nd. Figure I'd do a little video here for my Neals Farming and Gaming channel. I know I haven't done much. I've done some, I just haven't got anything out. I haven't done any live streams, but anyway. See, was it last Wednesday morning I finished planting these? And today is Thursday, a week later. And look what we got. They're poking up through. Just almost can roll them. Supposed to be another chance of some showers tonight. And what happens with these is we've had some rain, so the ground's kind of starting to crust a little. But with our 15-inch rows, how the hell do you rotary hoe it to help break the crust without running over something? So actually, a little shower tonight would be nice because it'll soften the ground up. And tomorrow morning, these ones like this one here, see, just pushing through. See, tomorrow morning, if we got a little shower out here, the ones that are just about kind of almost through by tomorrow morning, tomorrow after a nice little shower, soften that ground up. It'd really jump up through the ground. But these are pintos, so here you go. That's what a little pinto plant looks like when it comes to edible beans. Northerns will look just the same. The northerns are all up because they were planted a week before this. But it's the start of an edible bean. So won't be long, and you'll be able to really roll them, and they'll get a couple more leaves on them, and that'll be that. And I'll have to show that on my channel then too, huh? Yeah, a little breeze, not bad, but you look around and see the clouds. They're all like off to the west. It's starting to build over there. So bad storms last night to the south of us. There was one unconfirmed tornado, radar indicated type things over by Yoder, Wyoming. Some slight hail around. We're getting to that time of year where you almost cringe to see thunderstorms and rain. You want to see it because you want some moisture without having to necessarily irrigate if you don't have to, but you don't want the hail. And that's one of the things that we deal with out here in western Nebraska, eastern Wyoming, and I'm sure there's hail in other parts of the country too. But we're now, you look at the corn over there, looking good. It's high by the 4th of July. A lot of it that got planted before our monsoon started. Some of it that got planted after. Some of that didn't look so good. It kind of got some chemical burn because there was so much rain that pushed. We just sprayed some, and it pre-emerged, and it pushed the chemical right down to the seed and burnt the hell out of some of the corn. So we have some corn that didn't look very good, but it's now kind of coming out of it. It's coming along. We've gotten enough rain, enough moisture, enough heat. It's looking good. I think we did just about right on our beans. I think they're going to be okay, but we don't want no hail. A little rain, like I said, to help soften this ground up and help push it through would be all right. And look at the neighbor's pivot over there. It's got wheat on it, and it's just starting to turn. Wheat looks really good around here. All that moisture for our winter wheat, boy, there should be some good wheat around here if we can keep the white combine away for it before the real combines get in it here in the next, usually right around the 4th. Some people start around here, but about a week after the 4th, that's when we really get into wheat harvest around here. We don't have any wheat on this farm I work on. Every now and then we do have some in the corners, and that's about it. But this is our cornfield over here across the road, and I'll just walk over here and we'll look at it while we're here. This field was planted before the rain started. Let's see, I think this was planted like May, I want to say May 5th, somewhere in there. And this right here, where I'm walking over to here, this corn, see how uneven some of it is, and some of it looks real good. He just cultivated this yesterday. This is furrow irrigated corn here, and well, CJ got a little cultivator blight on some of that corn. That cultivator blight's pretty deadly. But like I was saying about some of this corn, look at that cultivator blight, brown, kind of uneven some of it, but you can see our brown edges here, and some of that's chemical burn from our pre-emerge. But there you go, knee high by the 4th of July, right? That's what they say. I know all you people back east in Indiana and Iowa that grow that phenomenal corn back there. I go, well, it's my waste here. Yeah, well, guess what? We got moisture and you guys don't for once. I know I shouldn't be that way, right? I should be sad that you guys don't have moisture. Alright. You want all the farms to do good, just no matter where you live. Moisture is an important thing. And we have a little bit of a breeze, so I'm sorry if it's getting blustered into the speaker. Like I said, we got storms brewing. It's going to happen. I mean, look at our brome there along the road there. I cut some brome earlier that was brome that was this high. Matter of fact, I took a short of cactus, and that's one way you can tell how much moisture you have in western Nebraska is this time of year. If you have a lot of moisture, the cactuses are just covered with blooms. They're actually really pretty. Not that we have very many cactuses here, because of the fields and stuff, but where there is grass and pastures and stuff, there is grass. There's plenty of cactuses. But anyway, I think our corn looks okay, other than some of the chemical burn. But other than that, I mean, like I said, I think this is planted I want to say May 5th, 6th, somewhere in that area. And it don't look too bad. There for a while, it kind of, like I said, we got that chemical burn because of all that rain pushed the chemical right down to it for our pre-emerge. And the chemical rep's supposed to be out. One guy was out yesterday, and there's supposed to be another guy out tomorrow. I don't know if we'll get any reimbursement or not. I mean, there again, it's a Mother Nature thing. What do? You deal with it, and we get what we get, and I'm sure it dinged our bushels a little bit, but hopefully not as bad where it's right away, won't be quite as bad as like in Indiana and some of that places. They're saying that they are actually a week away from tasseling out there. The corn's short and they're burning up in parts of Indiana, Iowa, Ohio. Got a nice weather rally on new crop corn yesterday. It was up 31 cents. It's down like 9 today, but it's all the parts of this game that we call Farm Sim that is part of my channel. That if any of you knotheads that are from Farm Sim giants ever watch my channel, and we've been talking about this for us Americans, and even in other places, I don't care where you live. Look at this corn. This is real corn. This is a real farmer. This is corn and it's uneven. It's going to be okay. It's been chemical burned because of weather. And I'm going to beat that dead horse some more. We need weather in Farm Sim 22. Weather is a very important part of farming. Knotheads. It really pisses me off that you guys don't do nothing with weather, and you've had that game out since '09. And weather is a very important issue when it comes to farming. I mean, we go from a year like this year where we're not in a drought. We got really good corn for most part. Great grass, great crops going on out here. And this storms that we could get tonight could wipe everybody half this valley out that I live in, because everybody could get hailed out. That's part of farming. We don't want that, but that happens. Anyway, enough of that little rant. But you can't have Neals farming and game without a little bit of a rant, now can you? Anyway, back to the real farming part. Um, I need to get some videos out. I got a bunch of stuff recorded, and we'll get them out. We'll get going again. Need to start doing some live streams again, but I went from working late at night from planting with corn to beans to now I'm getting up early because, well, we're doing hay. And I was going to do a video yesterday of baling, but I didn't because the wind was blowing worse than now. And when you're baling hay, it's hard to record. I only have my phone because I still got to get my GoPro more figured out than I do. And you're driving along, and every 200 yards, 100 yards, or whatever it is, you're kicking out a bale, especially in first cutting where it's good like ours because of all the rain. And no hail, no frost this year. So our first cutting's really good and heavy. So you're not going very far and you're kicking out a bale at a round baler. So you can't just hold a phone and record at the same time or you're driving and weaving back and forth. And but I promise I will get a video. We'll get some swathing videos and some other stuff going on and showing you guys how we put up hay where I work in a lot of the places around here. No square bales. When it comes to real life farming, I hate big square bales and I definitely hate little square bales. We like to call those idiot cubes. So anyway, with that, I will still show some videos of farming and farming video, farming channel. But of putting up hay, I'll try to get something figured out for recording while I'm baling and that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's enough of this little excerpt for today. And the beans are coming up and they're looking good. And just a little shower to even make them look a little bit better. And if not, it's not crusted too bad. I don't think they'll break through tomorrow anyway. But they'll really break through. And like here, you can see where it's a little softer ground. You can see them rowing. You look down there, you can't quite row them. Just because, like I showed earlier, some of them are up, some of them aren't. But by tomorrow, with a little shower, with no shower, dew in the morning, cooler, you'll be able to row them by tomorrow. So, anyway, with that said, without further ado, we'll catch everybody else on the flip side. And, well, that famous Neal saying, keep your rubber side down.